doing a bit of brushing with a silvering just to highlight the ribs inside, so that when you do look through this window or the other one, which will be open, we can just give it a little bit of visual excitement. There. Yeah, just lighten it up a bit. Gives you an idea of the frame, especially seeing the plane it is. It's supposedly at its last flight, or the guys are at their last flight. So all that wear on the ribs from things brushing against it or whatever does make a difference. So that's that, and that's in the bomb bay there. So you know, like standing inside and laying against the beams. Yeah, that should be heaps in there. Now no silvering. Oh yeah, we're going to do a little bit of silvering on the floor where the pilot stepped up. See if we can get some more out of this when that gun town. The edge of the seat where they get in. I'm going to put, the next thing will be put some instrument panel pieces in, and they're the decals, so that's good. Can't silver anything down the back here except for the chair these guys sat in. And there we go. Alright, throw that back in the pit. Now we're going to do a little details in black. Alright, we've been having some serious fun here. Not so much putting the sections into the fuselage. I'm going to turn that down so I can see it with the light. Not so much with putting the sections in, but as you can see, we've been having a ball with decals. And the cockpit done the best we can do. There, radio operator, haven't put his chair in there yet, and the other guys across the road have got their observation ones. We haven't put in the ball turret yet, and we haven't got to the guys stationed at the windows. But on the other side, we've also mounted some 3Ds on the side there of the pilot and the navigator and the bombardier. So it's coming together. Quite a few more things yet to put in, but still we are stuck in there now. Not totally, they're just sort of tagged. I'm going to put the bombs in the bomb bay yet, but admittedly looking pretty good. I don't know what this bloke looks at. Oh yeah, that's just all those instruments, yeah. Alright, we're just trying to put some more detail in. I've just made up a map. I'm going to try and put the seat there and the seat there, which is at the moment very difficult to do, seeing the seat won't cooperate and go where I want it to sit. So we'll just keep trying until we get it in some sort of place where it says it's supposed to have things. probably would have been easier to actually put it on before I place this in the fuselage, but it just won't stand up. This time I'll drop a couple of dollops on the holes where it's supposed to go, because I figure when I go to put this, if I try to put this in, three out of four ain't bad. A few drops of encouragement. Grab another chair. You're it. No, you can't fall over. Okay, wish they'd all gone in that easy. That's that one. That's not bad. And there is no other chair. So now we need to make our way down the corridor and see what I've got to make yet. So I think I'll run through the proverbial checklist. See where I'm up, what parts I probably need to paint, move on and whatever. So let's do a review and I'll be back. Alright, I've decided not to do anything further in there until I've done the masks, which is all dependent because that's got to be done and painted before I can put it in there. And when I put the halves together I need to have these on. And all on sundry, so I thought I'd check my mental capacity as to putting these on with masking. So that will be the project ahead. So when I come back to reality, I'll show you what I've done. Right, as you can see, Madness is finished, and they went on quite well actually. I was quite impressed with some of them. I just have to put a little bit of liquid mask over these seams just to make sure that I don't get thing. And you can see here there's a little hole individually there. Fix those up. So on the way to those. Also, strangely enough, a nice little bit of flashy aluminium, and that will be added to the nose as a feeder to the guns because they didn't supply ammo boxes that go in there behind the bombardier seat. These go to the guns and are flexible and over the top. The other one too is should have a ammo box and a gun feeder also to the radio operator's window, which is this one, which bears a gun. So those are the things we put. I'm going to do some more to finish off down the back here with some points for communication, so so they can unplug and everything, and also oxygen points, which I have included now, and oxygen things just in here. The one for the navigator. There's one on the side here for the bombardier. So these are permanent attachments. There's one here for the co-pilot, and there's one on the side here for the pilot. Slipping over one there for the radio engineer, and I'll be putting one hanging here somewhere. I'll just look, but yeah, one on either side for each of the gunners, and the bloke down the back you can't see anyway. And when you speak about that, as a you know, you just keep wanting to put extra bits and pieces in here, but really it's it won't be seen. But you know, like fire extinguisher, fuel, air tank, oxygen tanks, you'll see those. And oxygen tanks down here, which are ones that you're portable. They're mainly plugged into the main line, which runs off. They have a whole battery of oxygen tanks stuck underneath here, which feed the main lines. But if they go offline, they take a tank with them. And I've got a series of those, so they'll be put on the wall as well. Hopefully, when you're looking through the side thing, you'll see them. So that's right. So I'm going to do some decals now, seeing I'm well and truly into decaling, or stickers, masks, whatever you want to call them. So yep, that's the next tell. So just a few in here just to finish off the. And here's another part of our being artistic, is the all the guns in the gunmetal colour painted up. The barrels of that will be connected to those when they go into the plane, and that should be soon. So that's that. The chutes, this is for the rear gunner obviously. The chutes have got the brass. It's not real, I think I should throw some copper on it actually, but you'll never see it. But anyway, the brass runs on the feed, and also the feed to the front guns that are not existent. So we're doing bits and pieces as we find them to colour them up, because we're still doing a bucket load of internal detail. I haven't even started with the pieces that go into the ball turret. So that's probably the next one, because this started about because I had to do the waist guns, so which I still haven't found the stand for the waist guns. So yep, we're working on it, and bit by bit put all the colours together, and then we can put the two halves together. So that'll be good. Speaking of two halves, I've got the air hoses in here. I just have to refine them around so that they're there. The gun stand goes here, the feed's there, a few more pieces there, especially being that's the radio operator's side. So yep, doing good. I had a look at the pipes here that I put for connections to breathing, and the Pt2 bowl, the old, well, basically it's brass or gold if you want to call it. So pulling the pipe back to a grey, so just so that it looks a little bit more natural. Go the big one here. Pull that out. Give it a touch of that. Yeah, probably was more a grey air tube pipe. And that's that. Can I get this one in here without painting everything? Yeah. Not that it will be seen, but it's right next to that window, so you never know your luck in the big smoke. Now I've got availability to get hold of the pilot's one because it's sitting there on this side. So it does look a little bit better. Yeah, matches the interior sort of stuff, and that's probably what it would have been. So cool, little job, but sort of makes it look better than what it was. Alright, we're up to the juicy bits. We're starting to put this ball turret together. If I stop it rolling around, I'll be able to put some glue in there, and then I won't lose the part that I just put in, which is the seat section. I think it's either a seat or it's a headrest, one of the two. Okay, next will be the guns. I have to go and find them. Tucked in nicely. Okay, guns go in. The sound you heard was the doorbell. I'll keep that in. And the reason why the doorbell rang is because the man delivered that for me, which is going to go with this B-17 because it's 72nd scale, and we'll put that on a diorama and things. That's comes with those sort of pieces in it, and we turn it round and we get all that. Oh, and some bombs going on the trailer, so excellent stuff. More work to do. Right, we have the two guns in there now. Come out now at your peril. And we go, where were we before we interrupted? That way. One ball turret. So put that aside for the next one, which is the next turret we're making is the upper. And here we go again for another gun emplacement. Get it to suck that glue in all the way around if we can. Doing it, so we'll call it good. The other part should be dry by now so I can put it together. And a cling and everything, so again that'll sit around. I can leave it go until I actually put it in the aircraft, so might be a go, that way I'm not relying on 2 points to hold it. So that one there with the guns on it, ready for placement and spray. Okay, that there. We are going, that's done, that's done. I haven't put the guns in the sides here yet. And I'll do that, that's a last minute thing. So 29A and 29B, I'll just circle those at the moment. Let's have a look at the next page. We are gunning in the rear gunner's capacity, so a whole set of guns. That's a whole new barrel of guns out the back. Alright, and we're going along nicely here with the rear gunner's position. We've put the seat is bulkhead. We've got some guns pointed in here. I don't know how they point out the other way if they do that, but that's the way they go, unless it was supposed to drill the hole, but it doesn't say that, so this is going to be interesting. So we've got all that. Everything is off that sprue. That's another throwaway. Good. Cut them down. Now, just make sure that's clean. Okay, now it says which way is up. That's up because that's where the clear canopy goes. There's still some hair on this one. Just a fine piece. And you can see it on this one here because it's got the once you put a bit of paint on it, it stands out like a Rocky Mountain. There, that's good. It really does. Okay, let's go with the correct side, correct positioning. Now, well, we'll use this one here. Now, the expectation is the side gunners here are going to stand on ribbing and that, which is not the case. There's actually a wood plank that runs from there to there that we were, so I have to cut out a piece and we'll stick it there, paint it and lob it up against there and run it just on the edge of this piece here, which I still got a colour actually. No, silver probably would be the go. But yeah, the bloke climbs over the top of that so I can get down to the tail gun. But yeah, so nothing there, which should be. So another little job, especially when you're looking in through the window. Yeah, that's where my thumb is. Yeah. So that's the next job. Little job before we close it up. Right, we're playing a little bit more with detail this morning, so what we'll do is definitely splash a bit of paint on these bombs. Use that. That green is a little darker. What they were. Really good. And least but not lasted. Yeah, the sunlight coming in over my shoulders got a better view, but well, at least it won't take too long to dry. Okay, we'll call that bomb. That's right, I wanted to do a little bit of streaky stuff. Down this part here, which I did yesterday, but it just needs a little bit of wear, which I think would be best if it was done with something like that and just wiped down. Needs to be darkened up a bit because it's very, very, very yellow. Let's see if I can just do a little bit of black on that and brush it down. Oh, hang on. We'll definitely throw that one away. Now, probably need to throw that away too, but we need now to brush that down with a bit of stuff. As you see there, I've gone really heavy on the black, and I'm just going to going, it won't. Just takes the whole lot off. No, that's alright. And what we do is we go and get some more of this stuff. Rub some on over the top. In a streaking line fashion. And cover up the white spots that came off. Now, that looks hell of a lot better, and it's got a wear mark and all that sort of thing. Now I put a wash over, the brown wash over the top of that, and it'll look fantastic. I'm happy with that. I've got the stands in for the guns, which I can place on the side, so barring anything else, just about ready. There's another bit of flash here. Yep. Now that just from what I recall just flots in anyway, so I can put that whole lot in there. I can put the whole lot in there, alright. I can put the whole lot in there. I put the whole lot with the lower piece, just drops in after we've painted it. Cool. One of these straps have come loose, and he sits there. Good. Back together. Alright, I think it's about time to try and do a test fit on this. See if we got it all together. I don't think there's any more parts that I need to put inside. Otherwise we're running last chance. The boat's sailing. Alright, let's have a look at a couple of these things called clamps. Just see if it helps us hold it together while we're... Yeah, so definitely one on there. That's a good fit actually, considering I've got my flooring in there. A little bit tied up on the Bombay, but I think that'll pull in. Yeah. So as we do, we'll glue that bit and we'll hold him in place, then we'll glue that bit. Now the nose is an issue. Definitely. Something too much too wide. Top's good. And the issue seems to be this bulky section here, the Bombay area, to which I've added nothing, and the nose. Oh, it's not pulling in there. Bombay top, Bombay bottom's good, and that pulls in nicely there, so Bombay top and nose lower. Okay. And that seems to be that's together good. scarf a little bit off those components off the edge of that. Alright, let's go and do some savagery and see how we get on. Okay. And thanks for watching up to this point. We'll be continuing on in the next episode.